Aren't these absolutely beautiful coasters? So let me tell you how we made them. I used the Stream from Tim Holtz, the Pinata Lime Green, a mixture of Baja Blue and Stream. In the spray mist, you'll see me spray it. I used the Baja Blue, and then a little bit of the Copic Pink and Begonia Pink. So you'll see me as I go through making the coasters, you know, the different layers of putting them down. The first thing I do is I take some regular alcohol and just wipe off any of the surface, because there's a lot of times some fingerprints on the surface of any object you use, and you just want to get the oil off. So that's what you see me doing there, is just wiping them off. Then I go through and I pick the colors that I want to use, and the colors that are of interest to me, I will set them in front of me, and then you just get them ready, take the lids off, and decide, you know, basically which color schemes I may want to use. I just have fun when I do this, and my suggestion, even though I gave you the colors I used, is to pick your own colors. Pick what you like. I've put a few out there maybe that I don't even use, but just having them ready is sometimes just inspiring when I'm, you know, starting the project and I look at it. I use the pipette and I just start, and remember, this is a mixture of the alcohol inks and the Claro Extender. So you see me just squirting it on the tiles. I'm using a heat tool to secure the alcohol onto the tile, and it helps with the layering. And my particular heat gun is the Revlon, and it pushes the paint. So you can use a heat gun that pushes the paint and heats, or just a heat gun that has the heat that comes out of it. But you see the different layers already that are starting to appear. Now that's an alcohol blend solution, and that kind of just moves the paint again. And so again, when the paint is moved and then I put the heat on it, then you'll see more layers kind of form, kind of like they lap over each other. You can use regular alcohol to do that, or the alcohol blend. It doesn't matter, whichever you think you may want to use. I am now using some lime green with the pipette, just going around deciding where I might want the color. Some of the green I'm putting on top of the blue, some I'm just putting straight. Again, I'm using some alcohol blend to just give it a different dimensional layer. I didn't talk a lot about the alcohol blend in the beginning because you don't always have to use it, but it's blends the colors together. So if you want that look, it's a good additional thing to use. If it's just really not necessary. I could have dipped a pipette in straight alcohol, 77% all the way to 99%, and done the same thing. There I'm adding some more blue on top. You see on some places it's mixing with that alcohol blending solution to just push the alcohol around on the coaster. Now those coasters have like a light glaze on them. I get them from Lowe's. You can get them from Amazon. There's a link in my Amazon store where you can see where you can get them. But I go over to Lowe's and just have them ordered. It's hard to find them off the shelf at Lowe's because I don't think that's a popular look anymore. I think they're more of a Subway look, but I get these. I am now spraying some of that Baja Blue out of the spray mist, and in the mixing you'll see where I tell you how to mix it, but basically it's a couple drops of the Baja Blue. There I'm adding some of the brass, and the same thing, it's a mixture of the Claro Extender and the brass together, and it's a metallic. There's several metallics that you can use that are absolutely beautiful. Silver is beautiful, but the brass is beautiful. There's a gold, but the brass to me has a beautiful, just a look to it. So the brass, I mean the metallics, a lot of times when you use the heat, it helps break it up. The consistency of the metallics are slightly different. So you have to kind of just get used to it when you're using it. Just play with it till you kind of get used to how it rolls around with the other paints. So here I'm heating it. You'll see me use the heat tool a lot in between the layers, and I do that so that they dry. Now the alcohol blending solution that I squirt on there, again, will disband it a little bit. But I love the way the layers start to look when they dry, and then you just add another layer on top. Now you can squirt the ink straight out of a bottle of the ink. They're a little bit stronger, not as transparent. So that's another additional look that you can give your tiles and any of your projects, just to make it fun. So now you'll see me put a little bit of alcohol in just a little cup. And what I'm going to do here is just add some touches. So far I've just put the ink down and not used any other tools. So I'm using a Q-tip, dipping it in straight alcohol, and then I'm just touching on places, and you'll see the alcohol spread the ink into like circles. So you can see the very first one I did already start to activate. It's just another way to add some fun beauty to the tiles. Don't have to do this. This is totally a aesthetic look you can choose to do. Later on we'll talk about how to seal these and how to put nice backings on this to use them as coasters. Whenever I finish my project, I always put the lids back on because it is alcohol ink, so they will tend to evaporate. So I hope you enjoyed this. You'll see how beautiful they are, and we'll talk in the finishing product. You'll see these again and how I finish them.